Hello, my name is Justin Adeyemi, and I'll be showing you how to use Flickr.com. First, you want to connect to the internet using your internet service provider and selecting either Firefox or the Internet Explorer to connect to the Flickr webpage. Once you've connected to the internet, go to the search bar and type in www.flickr.com. That's www.flickr.com. This will take you to the Flickr website. Once you've connected, then you may click on Sign In, which is located in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. If you already have an existing account, you may enter in your information at this time. After you have entered in your existing information, you may then click on Sign In. If you do not have an existing Yahoo, Facebook, or Google account, you may create a new Yahoo ID at this time by clicking Create New Account towards the lower portion of your screen. Once you have clicked on Create New Account, you must fill in the appropriate information. Once you have filled out all of the appropriate information, scroll down to make sure everything you filled out is correct. Now that you ensure that all of the information is correct, you may now click on Create My Account at the lower portion of your screen. At this time, you may review your information again, making sure your Yahoo ID and email is correct, as well as your alternate email address, your birthday, and your various security questions. Afterwards, you may then click on Continue. Now, it's time for you to choose your new Flickr screen name. Be creative. Once you've selected your screen name, you'll come across a phrase at the top. It says, Salam, GC Bobcats 2. Underneath it says, now you know how to greet people in Arabic. So, let's get started. Let's click on step number 1, personalize your profile. Once you've clicked on personalize your profile, you'll be led to 3 additional steps. The first is to create your buddy icon. Let's click on that. Step 1 says create your buddy icon. Your buddy icon is a small image that appears on Flickr to represent you. Right now it looks like this. Your buddy icon is analogous to a profile picture that is on social networking sites such as Facebook and or MySpace. So let's find an image on my computer. Next, click on Browse to find a picture. Once you've selected a picture, click on Upload. Once you have clicked Upload, you will then come across your picture. Now you'll need to take the small box in the upper left hand corner of your picture and drag it so that you can crop a picture for your buddy icon. Once you have identified the area that you would like to select as your buddy icon, then click the pink Make the Icon button. Once you have clicked on Make the Icon, you will see your cropped photo underneath step 1. It's all done, and this is what the buddy icon looks like. Now we can either continue by clicking Next or clicking on Choose your custom Flickr URL. After you've clicked on Choose your custom Flickr URL, you may now enter that URL here. After you have entered your Flickr URL, you may now press Preview. After After pressing preview, you may now click on OK, lock it in, and continue. If you do not click on lock it in and continue, your URL will not be saved. Now that your URL is locked in, you may now personalize your profile. First, you will enter in your first name, followed by your last name. Then you will select your time zone. After selecting your time zone, you have the option to adjust the time for daylight savings. Then you may enter your gender and your singleness. So if you're single, taken, open, or you would rather not say. Then, in the Describe Yourself section, you may enter in any information you would like to share with those who will view your website or your profile. Here, you may type in any information you would like to share. After you've entered in the description of yourself or the information you would like to share, you may now click Next. Next, let's go to step 2, which is upload your first photos. Step 1 for uploading your photos says choose photos and videos, so let's click that link. Here, we'll notice that there are a few pictures, so I'll pick a few. Alright, I've selected 3 pictures. Scroll down and now we'll click Upload Photos and Videos. Now we'll see a sign or a notice that says Finished. Now we may add a description. Let's click the link under Add a Description. Here are a few photos. Let's create a title. Now that we have a description for our pictures, let's continue. Scroll down and click Save. Alright, now we have our pictures uploaded, and here is when we can explore the great features of Flickr. Looking to your right, you'll see a notice. It says, Hi, GC Bobcats 2. Didn't you know you can change the layout of your photo stream page? If you like, you can arrange your photo stream into what we call a set. When you're done, that set will show up here. To get started, open up Organizer. Let's go for it. So, let's create our first set. We'll select the 3 photos that we've already uploaded by dragging them to the set area. That's 1, 2, and here's 3. Let's save the set by first titling it. We have now saved our first set. With your new set, you may now continue to explore Flickr. Let's click on the Map tab. What's interesting about the Map tab is that it allows you the opportunity to select the location for where your pictures were taken. Now that we have selected the area or location where we would like to designate where our pictures were taken, we may now drag and drop the picture in that location. Let's do it. Alright, we've noted that our first picture was taken in Georgia. Let's add our second and third photos to the map as well. Alright, so our first and second pictures were taken in Georgia. Let's try something a little bit different. Let's take our third picture and say that it was taken in Texas. In case you're wondering, the notices that we've seen have only been in place to ensure that we're placing the picture to a more accurate location for where the picture was taken. So for instance, our third picture, if it was taken in Dallas, Texas, we could move it there. But in this instance, we've just selected the general location for where the pictures have been taken. Now that we have the selection or the location for our pictures, we may now add those pictures to a group if we would like. Let's click on the Group tab located above. Now, we don't have groups, but once we become more accustomed to using Flickr, we can add various pictures to the groups we've joined. Now, let's look at the Print and Create tab. The Print and Create tab gives you several opportunities. First, to just print your photos. Second, to make cards out of your photos. Third, to create canvases using your photos. 4, to create photo books, and also photo collages, calendars, and much, much more. Now that you're finished, you may go to your photo stream located in the upper right hand corner of your screen. Let's go. Now you're finished. You may continue by going home. Once you've gone home, we notice that the third step is left. That's for you to add friends to your Flickr account. After you've decided whether or not you would like to add friends, you may now share the pictures you've uploaded. But the fun doesn't stop here. Now that you're on your home page, click on the Explore tab. The Explore tab offers several things for you to explore to add your various pictures to Flickr. Have fun, enjoy, and explore the wonderful world of Flickr.